Hey guys, it's Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. And every time that we have built a fence out here, y'all have been on me about something I needed to add. Well, we've got a beautiful day today. It's a little warm, high 80s, but we got a little bit of breeze blowing, pretty sunny day. So we're going to add that today so we can speed up the process a little bit. Stick around and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Zoe, grab that string out of the glove box and we'll make our line so we'll at least drive them straight. Now I tie it on this post. That way we can run them up to that one, get them straight, and we can untie to that and run back that way. Okay. Now if you missed that video, a couple videos ago, we showed where we're doing a new paddock for the cows. We're moving them down, having these pines as some shade for them, and a much bigger grazing area. We've laid it out and got our wooden posts up, but now we're just concentrating on getting our T-posts so we can get our wire run. I've got Mac getting me another post to put in for our gate, because we need a little bit heavier post than these to hang a gate on. So she's going to get that post and get us a bag of concrete out of the barn so that we can go ahead and get that set. And then we'll be ready to put our T-posts up and run this paddock so we can get the cows moved, hopefully by this weekend. How you get hurt just standing there?
A bug ran into my face.
Yeah, how you got hurt just standing there?
That ain't bad.
Good job.
Grab me another one.
900 more to go.
Good job, Daddy.
That was some good soft ground.
Well, like for you.
Hold that right there.
It's rained recently.
That one twisted. I hit a root.
Gotta start over. I think it'd be alright.
That?
I think it'd be alright.
Against the string. Not pushing against it, just lined up with it. That's why your fence is always crooked.
Why your head's always crooked.
We run a string for a reason. Why my head's crooked?
Why your head's crooked.
This is gonna be a long day. I'm finna call Jason. As many comments as I've gotten about this, y'all should recognize this piece of machinery right here. If you don't, I borrowed my buddy Jason's T-post driver. We got a long way to go, and as he put it, don't do this in the middle of the day. We're too old for that stuff. So we got a pretty day today. We're gonna go ahead and try to get it done, but hopefully this is gonna speed it up. I've never used this thing, so I'll have to do it one time just to see how it works. Hold that straight. I need to be able to turn this. That's pretty quick. So what we're trying to figure at the moment is how our system is going to work and be able to get them spaced evenly without getting in and out of the side by side. So what I did was went down through there with my trusty blue hammer here. Uh-oh, I passed it. See my blue hammer on top of that post? I ran down through there and just kind of tapped them in the ground, and that's going to let me just go to each one and run it in real quick. But what we're trying to figure out is how to get them spaced evenly and Mac be up in the side by side and just kind of drive down through there and drive them in real quick. We're going to study on that a little bit. Let me get these three in real quick. I tell you what, I wish everything on the farm was as easy to start as this. That thing's easy. Uh-oh. I hit the button. Don't hit the button. Ta-da! Uh-oh. It was a little bit harder that time. Still no problem for this. I don't see any reason, Mike, why we can't just set up those posts and me just walk down the line drilling them in. It's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as the post hole driver. And I definitely ain't having to hammer it up and down. All we really need to do is run this string down to the next pole. And that'll give us a straight line to work off of. And then we'll go down through there and just space them out. We'll walk down through there, set all our poles out, and then just stand them up straight, knock them in the ground, and I'll come with that driver and just tote it down through there. That way nobody's standing up in the back of the side by side or anything. Came up here for a minute to cool off and downed a bottle of water and got some Gatorade, and I grabbed my Coke Zero. Look what that bottle says. That's kind of corny, but it kind of fits with today. I think that may have solved our other problem. We went all the way down this line, just tapping them in, 4 or 5 hits with a little 4-pound hammer, just to get them to stand up straight so I could carry the driver down through there. I think that's going to end up solving our spacing issue and all. We're still going to be able to do it out of the back of the side-by-side. We're going to give it a shot. But we're going to do that other leg of the fence first, get them all tapped in, and we're just going to drive the side-by-side down through there. One of us will be up in the back of it and just see if we can drive them down to the depth they need to be, and we may knock this thing out pretty quick. All right, we got this next run hammered in. Let me show you. You can look up through here and see this next run. Mackenzie is tying the string on that next long leg of the fence so we can get that done. We're probably only going to get part of it because we're running out of T-posts, the T-posts that we had here. And we were trying to get done before Zoe got back, so I texted Zoe and told her, I said, hey, we're going to need at least 20 more T-posts for this. So maybe she'll stop and do that. But there's a reason that I kind of put that timeline on myself. And no, it wasn't to hide these. I ain't trying to keep Zoe away from the blackberries. I hope my whole mouth ain't blue. Y'all gonna think I'm suffocating or something. So while we've been putting up these posts, I've been running across those. And just like every year, people will say, hey, that's dewberries. You are 100% correct. That is dewberries. Dewberries grow along the ground on vines. Blackberries grow up in a bush. I get all that. It's a regional thing. It's not, I'm not saying right or wrong there. It's a regional thing. Where in the South, we just call them wild blackberries or just call them blackberries. They are a species of blackberry, but yes, the technical name for them is dewberries. Before y'all come after me, I don't care either way. I'm eating them. I just didn't want my whole face to be blue and red. But back to what I was talking about. The reason that I try to put deadlines on stuff like that, especially when you've got a multi-day project like what we're doing, we know that we're not going to be done today. It's easy to tell yourself, man, it's hot, it's getting on up in the afternoon, I've gotten this much done, and you sit down to take a break or cool off for a minute, and you're like, that's enough for today, we'll do some more tomorrow. The problem with that is, you let yourself off the hook, and you pile on more tomorrow. So if I give myself a deadline, hey, I really want to have all these T-posts up before Zoe gets back. That's not when I got to finish working. That is a time before she gets back to even help finish. I want to be done with this part. So that kind of keeps you moving because you've always got another project going on. And especially, like I said, when it's multi-day stuff, you tend to let yourself off the hook. And I'm thinking, man, we got ball practice this afternoon. Chances got baseball. I really could just get done with this and take a break for a couple of hours and then go do that tonight and just come back at it heavy in the morning. Well, then that just piles back more on tomorrow. So why not go on and get it done today? All right. Let's see how long it takes us to get these poles in. Starting now.
Everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on tooth and nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. For a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail. Together on this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Where everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail.
All right, Daddy, you got all your posts in. And
Well, we got all the posts in.
what did we figure out about that driver?
It might work out okay riding in the back of the side-by-side. Riding in the back of the truck will kill you.
It was easier
It's
for us just to walk it.
Too much reaching out and down with it. And that is not good on your back. So walking with it ended up okay.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we talked about doing to start with. And I thought if we knocked it into the ground a little bit with the hammer, then we could just ride along them and do it. But
and I think that worked fine until I got here with more posts and it was easier.
We should have done it with the side-by-side, but you was thinking it'd be easier with the truck, and that was not the fact.
No.
That was not true. Don't do it out of the back of a truck.
Not unless you're a little person.
Well, the back of the truck, you're just having to reach down so much.
Yeah.
You're out and down. If I'd been in the side-by-side, I'd have been reaching up more, and it probably been okay, I think.
But it's much better than doing it all by hand, wasn't it?
You're dang right. 65 posts with 3
68.
that we did before we gave in.
You did 3 by hand.
Now y'all saw I got some of them started so they would stand up and we'd have our spacing right. But when we got that T-post driver that we borrowed from Cog Hill, when we started 31 minutes, this is in selfie mode, ain't it? It's going to be backwards. 31 minutes and 43 seconds from the time I hit this stopwatch, and I actually stopped it about the time Zoe was finishing that last one.
This time.
31 minutes, 43 seconds to put 65 T-posts in. That is a game changer on the farm. And I cannot thank Jason and Brooke enough for letting us borrow that. Because when I texted him, I said, hey, can I borrow your T-post driver? One answer. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was the end of it. Come get it. So that was a huge, huge deal for us today. Because we're trying to get this pasture ready for those cows. And it would have taken me 2 good days and a lot of sore back and shoulders to get that many T-posts in. Now we've got to get some wire on it. And we've got one more post to put in for the gate. So let's get the gate post in real quick. And then we probably ain't stringing wire today.
Nah. Alright, last thing to get done before we run wire.
I don't know if there's going to be much room for concrete on this. That pole is the size of the hole.
Yeah, big hole.
We'll pour it around as much as we can.
I'm tired.
Are you tired from rolling string?
Yeah, it is along.
Stab it.
Can I pour the water in? Daddy,
There ain't no whole lot of room for it, is there?
Daddy, can I pour the water in? Daddy, can I pour the water in?
Yes, buddy.
Yes. I love that job.
All right, pour it right down the pole. Just a little bit. Okay, that's good.
Well, come back.
Hang on, I'm going to put it in the truck. I ain't going to sit here and hold it while I'm talking.
Well, I missed out on half the work, but I did get to come and help drive some of the poles, and we're just so thankful that we were able to use this, because that really cut down on time, and it really cut down on your arms and back.
And also legs.
And legs, right, Seth? You ready to return it?
Your shoes make your feet hurt when you walk a lot.
Yeah.
Ready to return it? let's get rid of it because we did all we needed with it.
For now.
For now. But you know where it's at. We'll definitely have to use it again because that really saved a lot of time.
Next time I'm hammering those in with a manual driver, it'll remind me. Call Jason.
That's right. Well, it's been hot and it's been fun, but I don't want to do it again soon.
I didn't say anything about it. What was fun?
It was fun
It was
being
just hot.
out here with you and doing
I
things.
think during the hottest part, you were in an air-conditioned car waiting on Chance to get a scoop.
Somebody has to do it.
Except for putting wire up and hanging the gate. The new cow pasture is ready.
Almost ready to move them.
So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Put some wire up. Go get a ton of insulators so we can be electrified all the way around. We'll put a ground rod up and hopefully not have cows visiting any neighbors.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Guys, this is not the end of it. You still got to see Zoe put dirt in her potager, getting things planted. She finally got it set up. We've got fences to build. Got one knocked down today. Well, thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
Bye, guys.